Distinguished adventurers, welcome to the Sketching Hour. I should be on this screen so that you can all see the lovely hello that Michelle and Alexis have driven for you. That they drove. They drove all the way from Canada and drew for you while driving. Anyway, hi, I'm Lauren. As you can probably tell, I'm here with two amazing artists. Michelle, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michelle Papadopoulos. I'm one of the artists on Untitled Champions, and yeah, welcome.
And Alexis, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm the art lead for Untitled Champions, and yeah, I like to draw stuff.
And I like to sit here and be really, really enthused when they draw stuff. And we are here to craft new monsters using these rolling tables to decide randomly what we're going to be drawing. We each have a D20. I got my turquoise going. Alexis, what do you have?
I have a watermelon tourmaline dice.
And Michelle, what are you rocking today?
Sparkly unicorn dice.
Hey! It's too bad we don't have unicorn on here anymore, but we already got through that. All right. Well, let's get to rolling so that we can get to drawing. I believe I have monsters, Michelle has adjectives, and Alexis has cute animals, so let's see what happens. I got a 12, so I got a Grick. And what do we get for adjective?
I've got a 5, so scholarly.
Ew.
And I got
sorry, go ahead.
6 for llama.
Awesome.
A scholarly Grick llama, of course.
I need to look up what a Grick is.
Oh, yeah. So for those that we're getting into the weeds here a little bit with the D&D monsters. All right, Michelle, since you've looked it up, could you describe a Grick for us?
It is a snake with a beak instead of a head, and then it looks like it opens up and it has 4 tentacles, like octopus tentacles around its beak.
Yeah, and they're medium-sized, so they are fearsome creatures. Challenge rating 2 for those of you who are interested in using them in your own games. But yeah, let me change the overlay. Where is that? Because it's no longer. I left it as another Turkey Day because tomorrow is American Thanksgiving. We've already gone through Canadian Thanksgiving, and now it's the Americans' turn. Yay! So happy Turkey Day to those of you who are going to be participating in Turkey Day, and happy Thursday for those of you who are not. But today we've got, I guess scholarly Grick llamas?
That works.
Yeah.
Scholarly Grick. Llama is so hard to spell. It always feels wrong to put 2 L's at the beginning. Scholarly Grick llama. There we go. All right. Well, we've got that going. Hello, chat, and welcome back. The last time we were together, we were in person doing Extra Life, which was super fun. It was a lot of fun to finally be able to hang out with Michelle and Alexis in person and watch them draw watercolor, which was amazing. And do other stuff, but like I had 2 highlights from that Extra Life stream, and one of them was hanging out with Michelle and Alexis and watching them draw. What other highlights besides, of course, our fabulous game, which was just amazing and wonderful, and our stream was fantastic and perfect in every single way. What other highlights did the 2 of you have from our Extra Life extravaganza?
Ooh,
I had
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay, Michelle. You go.
I had so much fun playing Beat Saber later in the night.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
My husband, I love him to death, I loved playing Beat Saber. He got video of me playing Beat Saber. And for those that don't know, they had at the CNE offices this wonderful green screen setup so that they could put you virtually into the Beat Saber. So it looked kind of cool on the screen. But it's Beat Saber, and I look as dorky as you could imagine playing Beat Saber on a green screen. But it was super fun. Alexis, how about you?
So I got to play in the Battle Ball stream as well, and that was super fun. And then also just playing like D&D in person with coworkers was also pretty great.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of offline gaming going on at the same time that there was online gaming. So for those of you at home who are joining us, if you do have any questions for our artists or for me about the game, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, or Extra Life, or Turkey Day, I don't know, go ahead and put them in chat. And our lovely moderator, Martin, it's just Martin today. Yes, Martin will be grabbing those questions in, if you put question in big capital letters at the front, it's a little easier for him to grab, and they can put them into a backstage chat for me to see, because I can't always keep an eye on the chat because I'm keeping an eye on the epicness that's happening right in front of us right now, which are scholarly Grick Llamas. So definitely go ahead and do that. Grab yourself the Electrum chest, which is the salmon keg that we drew last week, which I happen to have here these two pieces of amazing art, which was the in-person watercolor within, I'm going to say 45 minutes, because we had the bookends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was about that. It was a very quick, panicked watercolor.
And it was a salmon, not distinguished.
Dapper?
Oh, dapper.
No. Fungal. It was fungal.
Fungal and
imposing.
Thank you. It was like big. I just remember drawing a banana for scale. So imposing fungal salmon keg with a bow tie.
Yes, with a bow tie.
Yes, because we had a lot of really fun donations come on in. And so the bow tie got added. We had a second adjective get added. And then my art got added. So there you go. I was not going to put my art on the same screen as Alexis and Michelle. But I felt like, okay, I'll put it with the fan art. That makes sense. So first off, we have Banana Mobster, who is back once again with their awesome salmon keg.
Oh, nice.
And
definitely imposing.
Yeah, that is super imposing.
Sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love this, like the seaweed dripping off and everything. And then there's mine.
I love yours.
So colorful.
Yeah, I got a lot of help from chat. Every once in a while, I just turned to chat and I said, hey, give me a color. And Alexis was very nice and had lent me your giant box of colored pencils, which every time I looked in, there was like another row of pencils. It was like the TARDIS of pencil boxes. Where are all these coming from? So I just kept asking chat for colors, and then I drew that. I'm not proud of it, but I love it anyway. Anyway, back to this screen over here, where we can watch art happen in person. And let me see, we've already got some questions that have come in. The Lurking Writer says, before the show starts proper, major kudos to the charity stream on Friday and Saturday. All your artwork was fantastic. Aw, well, thank you.
Thanks.
That's so nice.
I will say, while the 24-hour stream is over, you can still help raise money for Extra Life, for the CNE team, if you go, specifically for Idle Champions, if you go into your game and you buy Star, the Displacer Beast kitty. Did I just hear a kitten? Did I hear a kitty?
Just my daughter.
Oh.
Her favorite thing right now is to say "uh-oh" all the time.
For whatever reason, it sounded, I think the Zoom cut out for a second, so I just heard, ah.
It does sound like a kitty.
Am I talking about Star and hearing a cat? That's awesome. But yes, you can go into your game right now and buy Star, the Displacer Beast kitty. They are a new familiar for the game, and all proceeds, I think there's still a week left. A week and like a day. In where if you purchase the little familiar, which is adorable, It's so adorable. In game, then you will donate 2 extra life, and yeah, so there is still time. Yeah, Jay is in chat and says, Lauren, you and I can be buddies in the We Aren't Professional Artists gang. Yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, I had a lot of fun, and I didn't think I was going to sit down and draw anything amazing. My goal was to draw something, because, like, that was a lot to do for someone who has no artistic expression, no artistic skills whatsoever while I was producing and moderating and talking and everything. So the fact
There's a lot going on there.
I mean, there's also a lot going on in this art, but hey, you know, it's not all good. But it's there, and I've got a banana for scale, so I'm happy. All right, let me go back to the questions over here. Sublimical. Question for all 3 of you. Can you give me a book or series recommendation? Ooh. Does anyone have a book or series recommendation for Sublimical?
The most recent one I was reading was Dune, but I haven't been reading too much of it lately.
Now, are you reading it because of the most recent movie, or?
Yeah, I wanted to read it before I saw the movie, but it's slow going.
It is a thick and weighty tome, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Alexis, how about you?
I haven't been reading too much lately either. And if I'm thinking of like a TV series, I'm trying to think of what I've been watching that I actually would recommend to someone, and that's not just like a sort of guilty pleasure watch.
Listen, if you're enjoying it, there is no shame. Guilty pleasure it up. What's your guilty pleasure? Come on.
Oh, I've been watching a lot of Drag Race because there's just so much Drag Race to watch. It never ends.
How many seasons are there?
I think there's like 13 seasons of the like normal American show. Then there's like 6 all-star seasons, and then like Canada, the UK, Spain, a bunch of other places. I think Australia all have their own series as well. So yeah, so you could pretty much watch Drag Race for a full lifetime and not run out.
I know it's been going on for a while because I have a lot of friends who enjoy. I don't have cable TV, so there's a lot of stuff that my friends enjoy that I either have to wait for it to come out on a streaming service or like see clips on YouTube. So yeah, you are not alone in your enjoyment of that show, but I had no idea there were that many versions. That's amazing.
So many.
We have, I believe, Martin, are these your suggestions that you have just added? While I confirm this. There we go. All right. Thank you. Martin has some suggestions. The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. And that I'm unfamiliar with. I'll have to look that up. But the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher, which is a favorite of a lot of my friends. I've read the first one a while ago. I do that a lot. I read like the first in a series, and then I just never get back to the rest of them. I'm like, this was really good. I should read more. And then 5 years go by. Yeah. I haven't been reading a lot, unless you count D&D books. I'm still trying to get through all of Fizban's. Yeah, I love it, but like the time to sit and just read has been hard. But last night, and I don't know if I'd recommend it. I think it was really good. But last night I did finish the Foundation series on Apple TV.
Oh, is it good?
I enjoyed it, but I'm still processing a lot of it because I remember reading the books. And so I had a lot of mixed reactions to a lot of things. And so I think objectively it was really good. And Luke was, he knows nothing about the books, and he really enjoyed it. So I think it is really good. And a lot of the stuff they changed, I like what they changed, but it's such a different... The books are kind of like reading a thesis statement about psychohistory, and the TV show is as if somebody took that and went, that sounds interesting, let me just make all the characters way more interesting. And so, like, it's good, but I have these weird conflicting thoughts.
I read the first Foundation book a long time ago when I was kind of on a sci-fi kick, and I read it around the same time as like Ender's Game and Dune and a bunch of other like super classic sci-fi books. And that is the one that I like cannot remember anything about it. All the rest like made some sort of big impression in my head. And that one, like I remember enjoying it, but I'm like, I have no idea what it was about.
It's a yeah, like trying to describe the book is interesting because I kept telling Luke, I'm like, all the exciting things that are happening in this TV show, most of this happens in the book, but they're not described in the book. They happen like literally off screen, or like you hear about it as a past event that happened. So it's a weird experience to be like, oh, they're showing this thing, which is not a thing in the book that is shown ever. Like the book is very much a lot of conversations between very smart people about very smart topics and philosophy. And it's deep and rich, but it's a thesis paper. Yeah. Oh, Trevor's in chat. I watched the first 3 episodes and really like them. Not thrilled about the grimdark twist to it, but I really like it. I'm in the middle of the second one right now.
I also started watching the Wheel of Time series, and I haven't read the books for those, but I'm enjoying the series. So I'm like, oh, should I stop and go read the books? I don't know. I'm very confused. Yeah.
I don't know if there's like... Wheel of Time is another one that I read the first book and then just never got a chance to read the rest of them. I feel like with all of these adaptations, especially if the adaptation has come out or is actively coming out, there's not a wrong answer to should I read the book or not. I think it's just what makes the most sense for you, and hopefully both are good, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully both are awesome. Uh-oh. I think we've lost Michelle. That's okay.
No.
We will get Michelle back in a moment. Unfortunately, Alexis will be split between 2 screens.
Kind of look like a cyclops or something.
Let me go check on our other artist. Oh no. Oh, they are having power outage issues, so Michelle will be back shortly.
Oh no.
Just have to restart everything. Okay, they will be back shortly. Since I have confirmation that they're going to come back, y'all are just going to have to deal with the overlay being a little borked for a bit. I apologize. But if I try to fix this, then literally in 30 seconds, it's just going to be borked again. So, all right. So while she does that restart, hi, Irene UK. Evil Emperor Zurg is also talking about the Wheel of Time series. Let's see. KPL here says if you want something short and simple like Circle of Magic series by Deborah Doyle, pretty sure that is what it was, not to be confused with the Tamora Pierce ones, but those were okay too. Let's see. Storyteller Mars says Brandon Sanderson, Mistborn, Stormlight Archives, Warbreaker, Reckoning, Skyward. I did enjoy Mistborn. I read that whole series. I have Stormlight Archive. I have the first book. I have the first book on audiobook, and I have not listened to it yet. And I think... Hey, I believe. Hey. Yay, you're back.
It looks like Michelle and I are reversed now. But...
Yep, watch this magic. Done. This is why I didn't want to futz with it before. Welcome back. We missed you.
Thanks. That was weird. The power went out for a sec, and then it came on for a few seconds, and it went off again. So I don't know what's going to happen. This might not last long.
All right.
Did Tony go like Griswold House on like the Christmas lights?
Maybe he did. I haven't seen outside yet. So
that is a reference, and I love it so much. And half a chat is going to get that. Okay, everybody in chat, fingers crossed for Michelle's power. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Meanwhile, I'll get back to some questions. Actually, what we have are not just questions. We also have suggestions for the rolling tables for replacements, which is really good. because I need those, because the last couple of weeks we've been in situations where I can't get suggestions for the rolling tables, and I've actually started to go through my suggestions. But first, Slay and M says, what program are you using to do the art? Which is an excellent question. We're using a program called Magma Studios. Do either of you want to talk a little bit about Magma Studios?
Sure. So it's a web-based drawing program that you can get a link for and like pass it around and then draw on the same canvas as your friends. So it's super fun and it allows Michelle and I to see each other's artwork at the same time and also Logan to see it and cast it to you.
And unfortunately, Michelle, I think when you lost your power, it turned your cursor into Alexis.
Yeah. Oh, I will fix that.
Which is a tiny thing that happens every once in a while, but fortunately easily fixed. Raider ICG says, or you told me how to pronounce this, and I've failed miserably. Raider ICG says, will Lauren finish Michelle's drawing if Michelle does not come back?
Yeah, do it.
Well, you know what? Let's all hope that her power stays on and everything stays perfect, because she's already got quite a lovely little sketch here. And let's remember what my drawing looks like. Okay. Raider Eric G. There we go. Oh, I keep seeing it wrong. That's my bad. Raider Eric G. Thank you. And the Lurking Writer has suggestions for cute animal, blue-tongued skink. I think I know what a skink is. I'm having that
little lizard thing.
Oh my god, the blue-tongued skink actually has looks like blue lipstick. Okay, it's adorable. All right. We could put that on the list. And then adjective archaeologist.
Nice, I like that.
And a D&D monster, a chul, which I thought. Let's go to the rolling tables. Did that end up on there yet? It did not. All right, Lurking Writers, 3 for 3. Hey, let's get all 3 of these on here. And a blue-tongued skink. I love how specific we're starting to have to get with these monsters and creatures. And Airber 2001 wants to know, what program do you use to do the streams? So beyond Magma Studios, which you can all see here, I am using OBS, and we are talking through the magic of Zoom, and I have a plug-in that is taking care of the captions so that we can have live captions. And I think that's pretty much everything. And then a bunch of images and video. I'm still learning a lot about OBS. There's still a lot of things to dive into and stuff to learn, but I'm getting a little better every day with it. And yeah, it is a program that I enjoy. And of all of the different ones that I've used, it seems to be the one that it does all the things that I want it to do, and the things that it doesn't do are things I don't want it to do anyway, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll give you an example, and I won't throw another program under the bus. The program we used to use before I switched to OBS, I couldn't have the audio of our talking be muted on stream when we're on the starting or the thanks for watching screens. So we would have to mute ourselves. So when we were giving everybody the 30 to 45 seconds before the stream started, we would just have to sit in silence. And I couldn't give like a countdown or anything in order to say we're about to go live. But OBS lets me distinguish in each individual scene what audio I want to have, so we can be sitting in the starting soon screen and making farting noises. It's great.
Which is what we do every week.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The best farting noises. Oh, it's just, we're ready for our voiceover work. It's fantastic.
Just blowing off some steam before the stream.
Literally. You should see what the captions do with all of the fart noises. All right. Well, now that I've embarrassed everybody, CNEJ, Lauren, can we put dinosaurs on the list, please? Yes, but it has to be a dinosaur that's in the monster manual or in one of the D&D books, which there are a lot of dinosaurs that are in the D&D monster pantheon.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since we're at the point where D&D monsters are kind of the older thought of them being giant reptiles with scaly skin and all of that, whereas I think now modern depictions of dinosaurs are birds.
King of feathers.
Right?
Yep.
The exception that proves the rule. But yes, so you can absolutely suggest dinosaurs, but they have to be a dinosaur that is in a D&D book. That's a challenge. I meant as a cute animal. Ha! All right. So if you suggest a dinosaur that is in the monster manual, then it's going to go under the monsters. If you suggest one that isn't, I will consider it for the cute animals. How about that? How about that?
That is
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great compromise. Just dinosaurs everywhere.
That was my ability. That was my intent of yes-anding everybody. Oh, we've got C&E Nick in the chat. Alexis's looks like it's proudly about to recommend its favorite books. Ooh. Yeah, both of them actually kind of have that look like they showed up at the beginning of this stream when someone in chat asked about what our favorite books and or series are, and they're like,
well, let me tell you all about the series that I've been reading right now. Hold on just a second. I happen to have it right here.
all right. Cassius335 has a suggestion of a D16, a monster. I realize it's not a die D&D uses, but it does appear to exist. Are we putting dice on the... I'm intrigued by this idea of putting dice on the rolling table, because that's very meta. We're going to roll on a rolling table for dice. I don't know how that would work, but I'm curious. Xanarthiani wants to know who has the best noises before the stream. Okay. I say Michelle. Michelle has the best noises before the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Michelle has the small child / kitty noises.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I
There we
just
go.
get the angry dog.
Or
Yeah.
excited
Attacking the
dog.
mailman.
Yeah.
The happy to see a friend. Sure, happy to see a friend bark. Raider XG says cute animal, a snow fox.
Yes.
So we've had foxes on before. Would either of you consider a snow fox enough of a different animal to go on the list?
Yes. Because they're
Done.
cute.
Yeah, they're cute. I'd always wanted you a fox.
Yeah.
All right. You heard the artists. What they want, they get.
Mhm.
All right. Jay says, my favorite dinosaur is in the monster manual. I wanted it to be a cute animal. Jay, what's your favorite dinosaur? Now I'm curious. And Halism says you could put DMs in one column and players in another. I mean, now we're getting really into the D&D weeds. It's a very basic dino. It doesn't have to be a fancy dinosaur. Don't keep us in suspense. Tell us what your favorite dinosaur is. There's nothing wrong with basic. I don't know if there is such a thing as a basic dinosaur.
Oh, all dinosaurs are super awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, nope. We're not getting an answer. But Kiwi Mischief says T-Rex. So I will now say T-Rex is going to go on the list. I'll even put in parentheses King of Feathers.
T-Rex is my favorite dinosaur.
Oh,
His little arms.
is it the little arms? Is that what does it?
it's little arms, and then also because my name is Alexis and nickname is Lex, I was often like T-Rex is what my mom would call me sometimes.
Aw.
Aw,
Probably when I was being a monster.
that's kind of adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle, you got a favorite dinosaur?
I like velociraptors, but only like the old Jurassic Park version, which is not correct. I was obsessed with them when I was a kid, and I would draw them all the time. But now that I found out that they're really tiny and they have feathers, they're not. I don't know what my favorite is now.
Yeah, it's hard for me growing up with those very classic wrong depictions of dinosaurs because, you know, scientists have learned a lot. It is hard for me to try to mentally wrap my brain around the idea of some of these dinosaurs looking different or being a different size or having feathers or fur. Was it the Stegosaurus that they realized is not an actual real dinosaur? There was one...
Brontosaurus, maybe?
Here's a Brontosaurus. There's a couple of... And I'll say classic in the sense of you would go to the science... you'd go to the science museum, and when you went to the gift shop, they would have the little plastic toys of dinosaurs. And they would always have like the T-Rex and the Brontosaurus and the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops. I think it was... Alfalker is saying the Brontosaurus is a dino again. So apparently
Switches back and forth.
Yeah. Because I guess there was a while in where they thought, no, this is actually two different creatures that we just keep finding their bones next to each other. which is the Earth playing pranks on paleontologists, and I find that funny. Yeah, Jason chat saying I like the wrong dinos and the feathered ones. Both are good, and I agree. Like, I enjoy that D&D has kept the scaly thunder lizards that are now kind of mythical, and we get the feathery ones in real life. Our Green Paradox. Has anyone suggested a clownfish for a cute animal? We're going to have to go deep into the oceans for cute things because, let's face it, there is more water than land. I mean, that's true. I don't think we've got clownfish on. I know it's not on the main list. I'll add it to the back list. And clownfish. But yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to just start getting super duper specific on some of these because we're reaching 30 episodes at this point. So there's a lot going on.
And we know there's only like 50 animals in total, so
yeah. and then we just got to start recycling animals. Elephants back on the list. Here we go. Here's the aardvark again. Let's see. Nike RLE question: what about a ladybug?
Aw.
Well,
yes.
Alexa said, "Aw, it's on the list."
Ladybug.
All right. Oh, we got to get back to that screen. There we go. Haggis Buns has the adjective suggestion of origami, which that we have had before. It hasn't come up yet. I know it's on the back list, and then we've got geometric. Yeah, I've got it. Sorry?
Oh, we should probably only have one of those two on the list at a time.
I feel like the day we do origami is the day that the two of you do a GIF instead of a piece of art. And then the show has to be 4 hours long.
I can tell you that I have no idea how to fold anything on paper. Not even a crane.
I can paper airplane.
Oh, wait, I can do that. And those like little fortune teller thingies from when, that you make when you're a kid.
Oh, yeah. The things that like, hey, do you like me? Yes, no, yes, no.
Yeah. Pick your favorite color. BLUE.
I don't know if I've folded one of those in literally decades. Are paper airplanes considered origami?
Maybe. It's folding paper.
Chat, what do we think? What do we think? Are paper airplanes considered origami? While chat ponders that question, let's go back to some other questions. The lurking writer suggests an offshoot of that, which is paper mache. That'd be interesting to try to draw.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be a monster doing paper mache, which, to be honest, if we pulled origami, I'd probably have a monster folding some paper.
Yeah.
You don't want the horrific sight of a monster folding itself?
Ooh. Well.
That's my one contribution to this entire episode. There's one time where usually I'll say something and I watch both artists go, and that's it. That was the one. That was it. All right. The votes are coming in. Cassie335 says paper planes are very easy origami. All right. That's fair. Beginner origami. Origami 101. A lousy bum says we need a fold and slay stream. Let's see. Naki Areli says there are some incredibly intricate paper airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
None that I'm folding, but hey. Let's see. Colin Rollins says all origami is potentially a paper plane if you chuck them hard enough. Everything can fly until it's not flying. There's the Douglas Adams has a quote that I love that I've used a couple of times, and it's there's an art, or rather a knack for flying. The knack is to learn how to throw yourself at the ground and miss. Yeah, I love Douglas Adams so much. Let's see. Origami is traditional Japanese paper folding art, so not traditionally, but also modern times often redefine traditional terms, so it could be. Okay, I mean that's fair. That's fair. Are we thinking of paper airplanes, or are we thinking of origami in the classic sense? You know, like classic dinosaurs, classic origami. All right. Yes. Oh, that's right. Martin just pinged me like, there's a recommendation. There's my recommendation for all of you who are looking for book recommendations. I highly recommend Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I will also recommend read the book series, or if you can find it, I'm pretty sure it's on the YouTubes, look for the original BBC broadcast TV show. It's from like 1969, 70, 71. It's literally that old. And it's awesome. It is, if you are a fan of that kind of dry British humor and you're okay with a sci-fi show that is maybe 1 or 2 steps in quality above really bad sci-fi shows, but with an amazing wit and a really good cast, go look for the original BBC miniseries of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I will forever hear the narration of the book as the narrator in that show.
I didn't even know there was an old TV show for it.
Me neither.
So they originally did it as a radio play. And if I'm remembering my history correctly, and I could be wrong, I think Douglas Adams actually wrote it as a radio play first, then made it into a book, and then they made it into a TV script, and then they took the radio actors and they just had them play their same parts. And you know what? Now that I've said all of that, here's Guide to the Galaxy. And the newer movie wasn't too bad. The newer movie was not the worst. Let's see. It was... Yep, and the adaptation follows the original radio series in 78 and 80, the first novel and double LP in 79, and the stage shows, which I forgot. Yes, and the voice of the book is Peter Jones, and they are amazing. Definitely go check that out.
Very cool.
Thank you, Martin, for pinging me about that, because I totally forgot. All right. Oh, and Haggis Buns says, I was thinking of creatures drawn in an origami style. You know, I could see that looking like stained glass. Like accidental stained glass art. That could be really cool. Okay. Cassie 335. Shame that it's only D&D monsters, because I'd love to put... Do you think it's a Saurus on either monster or the cute animal list?
We could add a Saurus to the adjective list.
Ooh, so like... make it a dino?
Yeah, like a vampire bunny-osaurus.
I like that.
That would be fun.
I'm adding make it a dino, aka a Saurus.
Dinify.
To craft, and then you could decide, do you want to make it as a classic scaly dinosaur, or do you want to make it as one of the newer with the feathers?
Yep.
Naki Areli says, question: if I were to throw together a very simple web app for you guys to manage these lists, and for the rest of us to be able to see an up-to-date list, would that be helpful? I feel like that's a lot of work for a PNG. But I'm super, like, okay, so that's really impressive that you're even talking about being a simple web app, because I can't even wrap my head around how I would go about making that. But that seems like a lot of work for something that is super simple. So let me ask the chat and our artists, is it useful to have a list somewhere of like the previous stuff that got used beyond everything that I post these in the Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions, so you can see all of the previous art. Is it useful to have a list of all of the words that have been used in one place? Because yeah, that's a super amazing offer, but that feels like a lot of work for what is literally the first 3 minutes of the show. I'd hate to ask that of anybody. But yeah, let me know, because I'm curious. Oh, they say not just what's already been used, but what's on the table to choose from. Ah, okay. I might be able to post that in the Discord somewhere.
Yeah, just post an updated version of it every week. Or...
Yeah, because it's literally just in a Google Doc that I got sitting here that I just have in a giant list that every once in a while I go through and cull. I love how they say...
All the cute animals.
Cull the cuteness. Cull them all. I love how they come back with, honestly, it'd be a few hours on a weekend. Like, that's still a couple hours on a weekend, and I don't want to take away your weekend, but I appreciate the offer, and that makes me think that it's definitely worth it to organize that list and put it out in a way that is digestible for everybody. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Elysium Atreides wants the Portuguese man of war on the list.
Ooh.
Oh.
More jellyfish.
More jellyfish.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's a scary one too.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to put it on the cute animal list, but I will put it on the cute animal list.
They're such pretty colors too.
Yeah, all those pretty colors before they just sting you to death or whatever they do. I don't know. Oh. Those were the few jellyfish I've ever actually seen in person, because I lived in Florida for a couple of years, and the few times I would walk along the beach, you'd just see them washed up everywhere. And there's once or twice where I'd be just walking in the sand, enjoying, the sand between my toes, not interested in going in the water at all. And then all of a sudden there's like 3 of them in front of me, and I don't know where all of their tentacles are, and that was it. That was the end of my walk on the beach.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about jellyfish, but they're beautiful underwater. Raider Eric G says, cute name, but not cute animal. I mean, Portuguese man of war. Cookie cutter shark. All right, to the Googles. Cookie.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
I think I've seen what their bite marks look like, but
That's
So why they get their name?
what? Okay, that is horrific. What the?
Okay, I'm curious now. I look this up.
I mean, I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. If you look this up, it's just pictures of like teeth. It's just pictures of teeth, and these teeth are horrifying. What is that?
Whoa, weird. It doesn't even look real.
No. I mean, it's a shark, but it's like got a lamprey mouth with. Those don't just cut cookies. Those can cut anything.
Yeah. Weird.
Wow. I kind of want to put that on the D&D monster list. Everybody would completely believe me if I said it was a D&D monster. All right, I need to stop looking at those teeth. Whew. Nakiarelli says, what about plush or plushy as an adjective? Ooh, I think... Is that on this list? It is not. We can add that to the list.
I thought it was on the list at some point, like make it a puppet or something, or make it a doll, but...
Oh, we have... Yeah. So on the back list, we have like a Muppet. That might be what you're thinking of. We also have clown as an adjective, which means at some point we're going to have the clownfish and clown as an adjective.
Clownfish.
And then you're just drawing it. That's what's happening.
But a fish. Like peeking out of the sewer, like...
All the balloons float in the ocean, you know. Cool. Oh, Garwar says it cuts a cookie shape out of the side of its victim and eats it. Well, that's even more horrifying. Thank you. There we go. Are we sure this is not an actual D&D monster?
He's like, I just need a taste. Yum, yum.
I just want
Little nibble.
I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to have a taste. That's all. Just I'm coming right here at your love handles and just boop right there.
Yeah, just a cookie size. Nothing.
The Lurking Writer has a compliment. I am in love with the color choices for the art once again from both Alexis and Michelle. They're killing it week after week.
Ah, thank you.
Thanks.
I agree.
I tried to do not the actual color this week. It's like purple. Why not?
Yeah. Well, Gricks are like brownish green, and llamas are llamas. I didn't just realize until just now that both of you kind of went for very bright, vibrant, colorful colors.
I'm always drawn to like similar, the same colors all the time. I love purples and blues and aqua and greens. So why not?
I also like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I think that our llama Gricks could be like related this time. They're very much like along the same vein.
They're cousins.
Absolutely. I mean, especially since they both went to school at the same academy, obviously.
Yeah. They're always competing to see who's at the top of the class and stuff, and who gets the better grade.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you had a 4.0 last semester, and I had a 4.2. I know you said that that's not an actual thing, but it is because I did extra credit, and then I was able to get over a 4. And that's just something that some of your professors can do, and it's not your fault. You need to talk to them so that you can go ahead and have a chance at a 4.2 like I did. Sorry. Our Green Paradox wants to know, would a jackalope count as a cute animal or a monster? Well, aren't they rabbits?
Rabbits with deer horns, maybe?
Yeah. That is... I mean, they're cute.
I just think of that rabbit in Monty Python. What's in that movie where it's just like a tag? So for me, it's kind of scary. But I think that was just a normal rabbit that ate
sharp,
flesh.
Pointy teeth. What an eccentric performance. I'm going to say monster because once again, what are the rules of this show? But of the few rules that we seem to have stuck through 29 episodes, it's that the monster list is D&D monsters and the cute animal are real creatures. And otherwise, adjectives are kind of up for grabs. Adjectives have become a hodgepodge of fun. And, like we've got riding as an adjective. Oh, Jesus, already 3:51. Wow. I did not realize how late it had gotten. We were just having so much fun. Phantasmic Ghost 2 has an origin story for the Grick llama. Grick broke into Esma's potion lab and took what was left of a famous potion used previously because it is a fan of the show. Unfortunately, it spilled the potion on itself, but then it liked the result. Oh,
Love it.
it's like a happy ending at least. That's nice. Let's see. Spieler Boss wants to know, Lauren, did you see the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye? Not yet. Do not spoil. But if you put spoilers in that chat, I will be cross. You wouldn't like me when I'm cross. No, so I am going to a Friendsgiving on Friday with a couple of friends. Friendsgiving. And we are going to watch the first 2 episodes together. So... Alias Buck, I was about to be very cross at you for that spoiler, but you know what? I feel like that's a spoiler that I think everybody knows about Hawkeye, and that's okay. But I'm not going to say it on the show. But yes, I am excited because I am a huge Hawkeye fan, and the Matt Fraction, David Aja comics that I think most of this TV show is based on are some of the best comics out there, and I say that as someone who doesn't know a lot about comics, but I think that they're amazing. Are either of you familiar with those comics or Hawkeye in general?
No, not really beyond the Marvel movies. So, but I will be watching the show now that I know there's episodes out.
Yeah, they just started yesterday, and I highly recommend at least knowing nothing about the show except that it seems to be based on this comic series that I like. There is an adorable dog named Pizza Dog.
I'm in.
Yeah, I thought I'd sell you on that. Raider Eric G says, how about a vampire squid to give Lauren nightmares? I mean, why we gotta go down the nightmare route? I mean, come on. Oh, and Garwar makes an interesting suggestion. They say maybe instead of adjective, it should be called a descriptor so we can continue to put random stuff in there. That's not a bad idea.
A good pivot?
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. I mean, we haven't really been stressing over the fact that our adjectives have gotten random, but that is a decent idea. Maybe for the new year. Maybe we'll do a refresh for the new year. If you have suggestions in the chat for things we can refresh or update or change to keep things fun and interesting into the new year, definitely let us know. Definitely, not just in the chat, but let us know over social media, especially as we get into the holidays and we're into the last couple of episodes before we take our break. Come by the Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions. Wow. I failed to put that into chat. Discord. There we go. So definitely come by our Discord so you can not only see previous art from previous episodes, but you can post your own. Both social media and the Discord are excellent places to post your art if you want to make scholarly Grick llamas or something else from our list, or just post awesome art. We have a whole we have an art channel, we have a sketching hour channel, and we have a paint and slate channel. So we technically have 3 channels to post awesome custom artistic endeavors in. I love how there's a conversation going on in our backstage chat now about goblin sharks. It's just, I've seen goblin sharks, and yes, those are scary. I mean, have we had shark on the list?
I don't remember
think so.
having it there. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I'm just going to add shark to list.
Yeah, I think that is a really good addition. I like sharks. Yeah.
When's Shark Week?
No idea.
I should find out when Shark Week is, and then that's the week in where all of the cute animals are just different sharks.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So many sharks out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And many of them are cute. And then there's the cookie cutter shark. Ugh. Oh, I'm hearing that it's in the summer. So when we get to the summer, when we're in the summer doldrums, we'll do Shark Week. Because why not? All right. Well, we are in the final few minutes of this show. These creatures are looking fantastic. So let me ask a couple of the questions I always like asking. Do either of these creatures have names?
Yeah.
All right.
Too focused on trying to get the look of it.
That's okay. You keep focusing. We'll see if anyone in chat has suggestions. Also, what size are these creatures?
I think mine's medium sized.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Like person-sized, llama
Yes.
sized.
So they're using like actual books that humans would read too, probably.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I saw that they were... I didn't want to assume that the books were people-sized books because I could totally see these things being gargantuan and gargantuan books. So why not? And I'm just looking to see in chat... T-Lex the librarian. Oh, are these both librarians?
Yes.
Library Gricks. Library llamas. Library llamas. All right. Well, with library llamas, we're going to call it right there. Thank you to Alexis and Michelle for once again crafting amazing, wonderful creatures while the rest of us in chat prattle on about ridiculous things about BBC shows. Alexis, where can we find more of your amazing art?
I'm on Twitter at Alexis Theroux and on Instagram at alexis.theroux.
And Michelle, same question. Where can we find more of your amazing art?
I'm at let's see, Instagram at Michelle Papadopoulos and Twitter at Art of Michelle.
And Cirrus Black suggests that these are called Lawrence and Lexus. I like that. I think that's what we're going to go with. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. The next show that's on is tomorrow. We're going to have something on a channel. Oh, you know what's on? Oh, the community Q&A is back. I had a brain, my brain blue screened. Community Q&A is back next week. We have community Q&A and then Idle Insights and then Dev Update. Because even though tomorrow is American Thanksgiving, bunch of us are Canadians. And so come hang out with us. Even if you are American and you're looking for maybe an hour or two to hang out and not be eating turkey or have something to watch while eating turkey, come join us. And for those of you who are celebrating the holiday, please stay safe and have a fun one. And we'll see you next encounter. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.